Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Happy New Year! I'm so glad we made it to 2025. I am super ready for what God is said to do through us and in us. There were lessons to learn, and I give God the praise that it happened that way. That was like the first time I was coming out to do something. So at first I'm like, hey God, I beg, oh God, you don't say me, I just did grow, but like they had and it's popular, so they know that if it is this person that said it, no problem, it's legit. How was it in African Magic? Bang, 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 bang. Even my salary is not up to 500k. How do I do this? This is like 2 days, 3 days to 25th. What do I do? I was bothered, I wouldn't lie. It's not like I was doing Odeshi. No, faith is our currency. So everything we move by faith. Nothing is happening, so it has been cancelled. I'm like, what? I don't understand. What do you mean it has been cancelled? I was in the vehicle and tears just came down my eyes, and I stood there. I just said, God, if you don't show up for me now, I would go back, call everybody and say, hello beautiful people, Happy New Year! Like, this is like my official first video for this year. I intended to have done like a video, I think on the 2nd, but I was a bit down, so I couldn't make any video. So Happy New Year, guys. I'm so glad we made it to 2025. We just started, but seriously, I am super excited, super ready for what God is said to do through us and in us in this year 2025. Hope 2024 was a great year for you. I know that we all had like goals, things we thought we would do last year. Some of us did some of them, but some of us too didn't finish up. Like, we didn't do everything we thought we would be able to do. If you are like us, because yes, I had some things too I said I would do that I didn't do last year. If you are like us, I have good news for you. Guess what? The good news is God has given you another chance. You are alive to see 2025. Make it count. Everything you thought you could have done better, you could have done that, I could have done this, you will have 2025 now. Make it count. Starting from the first day. Okay, I know we've passed the first day, but yeah, make each day count. Set structures, in place to make sure you achieve that thing you've set aside to do. It's beyond you writing, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. What measures have you placed each day to attain that set goal? What measure have you put in place? All right, so today is not about goal setting and everything. As you can see on the thumbnail, I just wanted to share how our Christmas outreach was. Okay, what did you notice? What did you notice? All right, I know you didn't notice anything, but let me just say it because I'm proud of myself. Like, this is the first time in my entire life that I'll be making a video with my hair. People used to laugh at me, oh, your front hair, you don't have this, your blah blah blah. So I got used to, once I want to make a video or I want to appear on camera or anything at all, I must use a wig, I must cover my hair. I cannot just carry this hair like that, or except it is loose, then I pack it to do like different styles. Like, this is the first time. Like, I was watching this lady, Winifred, School of Elegance. There's this lady, popular lady on Instagram that talks about how to be an elegant lady. Yeah, I think you should follow her. She shares good content on Instagram and on YouTube. School of what's the name again? School of Elegance by Winifred. I think so, yes. I watch her videos and I see how she rocks both wig hair, like wigs, and a natural hair. Like, she makes weaving and it looks so beautiful, and I'm like, gosh, I am beautiful, so why am I hiding this beauty? And I said to myself, you know what, today I'm gonna do this video with my natural hair, whether the devil likes it or not. Even after I came and I sat down, I was still looking at my hair. Should I? I will do it. In fact, I'm doing it already. I'm here, so I've done it, and I think I will do more of this because I actually like it. As you can see, I made my nice all back. A friend of mine made this. Shout out to Roots. Thank you for making it beautiful. Okay, so I forgot to welcome those who are just coming across my channel. If this is your first time here, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Dixon Glory Ime. I am a child of God. I know that's obvious, but yes, you have to say it. I'm a child of God, and I am a girl God is helping. I'm growing in purpose. So I film on faith. I film on relatable issues that happen in our day-to-day life. All right, I film on lifestyle and how to safeguard children, because I am an advocate for children. You're welcome to my channel. Please, if you haven't liked, please like our videos, subscribe to our channel and share. Thank you. So now let's get right into today's video. Before I get into words I want to share today, am I the only one that noticed that I can't do without clapping? This hand, stay one place. All right, so today I just clapped. Okay, it's fine. All right, so today I want to share my experiences, like the behind the scenes of the outreach, and what God taught me, what stood out for me what stood out for me. After the whole outreach thing, I just sat down and thought about everything that happened. There were lessons to learn, and I give God the praise that it happened that way. Okay, so the Lord gave me an instruction. The Lord gave me an instruction to do an outreach in December on the 25th for the Hausa children. So or I'll share later. It's a good news, but I'll share later, not now. Okay, so an instruction to do an outreach for the Fulani children. So I was super excited. That was like the first time I was coming out to do something. So at first I'm like, hey God, I beg, oh God, you don't say me, I just did grow, but I prayed about it, kept coming, and I knew that this was the voice of God, and I penned it down, wrote it. Okay, God gave me the instruction to do this. So I started. Okay, what's the first step? All right. So I started talking to. I don't really have like friends like that. Well, there's a particular sister friend. Let me put it that way. So I told her that this is what I think. After a week or so, I told her this is what God laid in my heart to do. And funny enough, she runs like a platform for women, like ladies, young ladies, mostly single ladies, right, where we pray together every day, every blessed day, like we pray together. And she's like, oh, beautiful, that's good. Now God has said it, provisions will not be an issue. So I'm like, so so I think after 2 weeks, then she reached out to me and she was like, oh, I was praying and the Lord said we should partner with you for the outreach. Like our community should partner with us for the outreach. I'm like, oh wow, beautiful. Okay, I'm like, okay, nice. I'll pray about it too, and also I go home. I'm like, okay, in how much as it's good news, because I'm like, the budget for the outreach was 500,000. I was looking at to reach out to 50 Fulani children, where we don't just, I know people are used to just giving them cooked food, which is good, right? But I was looking at giving them like raw food. That was my intention, like giving them raw food materials, toothbrush, toothpaste, bathing soap, bathing sponge, drink, and all. So that was like my plan. So our budget was 500,000 naira. So that was good news. So I prayed about it. I'm like, God, okay, would you have me partner with her? In as much as it's a good news, I want to just confirm and know. So it took me a while. I prayed and I got confirmation that yes, I could go ahead. So I told her, we could partner, we could do it together and all. So she's like, okay. So whatever at the end they were able to come up, they will hand it over to me, but we'll have records for it. You get. So it started. I spoke with some people, just few persons. And they were like, okay, it's a good one, go ahead, don't worry, that one we'll support now, we like things like that. So I talked to a few people and they were like, I love the idea, don't worry, when the time comes now we'll support. I think that was in like October. I don't want to go through my I can't remember the date, but I know that in October I already started talking to some people, but I didn't make any flyers at then. So I'm like, okay, yeah. Like the energy, I was like, God, I never even start. See support everywhere. I was super, super happy because like the people that were saying they would support, like they had. So yeah, and I called my pastor. I'm like, okay, daddy, like this is what I want to do. The Lord laid in my heart to do. And my pastor was like, wow, this is nice. I'm proud of you. Go ahead with it. He was not like, you know what? If you need a space to, use to do it and all, you can use the church would be available for you. You can use the church. We have space at the back. You can use it. So I'm like, God, at first I was thinking I would take it like to the streets, but later on I changed my mind that I want to have like a time with them. So it's not just hand it over. I want to like have a fun time with them. I know they don't really understand English, so you can't really be preaching like that, but I would just pitch in Jesus, you understand. So I just wanted to have like a great time with them and all. So when he said that, I'm like, that's it. So I got home, I was so excited. I repented down, like, God, I love this. Now we have a space. So yeah, I was super excited. And yeah, plans were going. So shout out to my friend. There's one of my friends like that. Like he was the first person to send in money. When he sent in the money, I'm like, okay, this is good. This is a good one. I'm like, okay. Yeah, so I'm like, okay, money is coming in and all. So we got to November, everything was going well. Shout out to my mommy because I was fully at work. I wasn't the environment where I wanted to do the outreach, which is where I stay, like my home where we stay. But where I work is kind of different. I stay on the mainland, but I work on the island. So I live in the island. Do you understand? Because of the distance and transportation. So I live on the island. So yeah, so my mom was one helping me do the run around, confirming the prices of things, and then how we're going to get the Hausa children to, because we have a venue. So my mom was literally the one. She spoke to there's a particular person, he's a popular Fulani guy in that environment. So if you want to do anything like that, if you speak to him, he can help you gather many of them because they know him. He's their people. Do you understand? It's popular, so they know that if it is this person that said it, no problem, it's legit. So we spoke to him, and it was like, okay, no problem, that he would speak to their parents and they will release them to come. So we were sure of the number of children we have in just 50. I didn't want to do more than myself. You understand? I wanted to be that those 50 people are where catered for. So November passed, no more money wasn't coming in again. December, first week, second week, like we're close. Okay, then I made a flyer, I posted it, we even did one funny content like that. After the actually I had to put it down. We did a funny content like that. I kept posting the flyers every day, and I'm like, it's God's project. Do I really? I'm like, it's God's project now. He would give, like, there will be provision because God says when you are in His will, there you'll find provision. Do you understand? I'm like, okay, I didn't just say I want to do this. You gave the instruction for me to do it. So I was expecting divine provision, but I didn't know how. So I didn't really want to go into the DMs of people and say, oh, I want to do this or what, But I reached out to, I think, some people, and they were like, how much? No problem, 150,000, don't worry, 100K, don't worry. They were like, don't worry. I will support when time comes. I'm like, okay, this is December. So, it continued. And a week to the outreach, some people sent some people 5,000. Like, God bless everyone. I saw 1,000, I saw 2,000, it happened because of those, like the 1,000 joints together made it happen. Thank you guys. So no money that came in was unappreciated. I really, really appreciate everybody that supported that project. So 1,000 started coming, 2,000, 5,000, but what we had accumulated, and 500K, like, we're still far. So I'm like, hey God, even my salary is not up to 500K. How do I do this? God, I beg you. So it was like 1 week to the outreach. I didn't want to reach out to the fellowship of sisters. I said they would support. I'm like, when they have it, they would send in their money. So a week came. I said, on this project, I will not complain. I will not murmur. I said, I want to trust God on this. I've been hearing God, our provider, everything, Jehovah Jireh. I said, God, I want to have an experiential knowledge of you coming through, providing for everything we need for this project. So that's what I said, So it was 1 week. And, I already said I didn't want to complain. So I would not complain. I'm like, hey, God, I trust you. God, I trust you. Okay, so some people started sending 20,000 came in, 10,000 came in, 5,000 came. I'm like, okay, this is nice. So I called my mom, started getting some things, like with the money we had, started getting some things, and now started getting some things. And bang, 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 bang. I was editing Africa Magic. All right, like, let's say 4 days to the program. The venue we're supposed to use, because of the stampede that happened, I think we saw online. So instructions came that we could not use like the venue we wanted to use. So it was a valid reason. So, but it came, the news, I got the information 3 days to the outreach that we won't be able to use the place. And I totally understood, I understood why we couldn't use the place. But I'm like, okay, God, what do I do? Because that space comes with chairs. I don't have to rent chairs. I don't have to rent anything. Like, they had everything and all. So I'm like, God, this is like 3 days to 25th. What do I do? And I'm not even on the mainland yet. If I've gotten home now, I'll be able to, run around. This I'm still at work. And where I work, this is our period. Like, we deal with clothing, this is our period. So everybody's busy and everybody's just busy. I didn't even have time. So I'm like, God, what do I do? Where do I get the venue to rent a hall now? Where? How? The whole thing was weighing me down, like, honestly. But honestly, I never complained. I think I never said, God, why? I think what I was saying mostly was, God, please come through for us, come through for us, come through for us. I was bothered, I wouldn't lie. It's not like I was doing Odeshi, no. I was a bit bothered, but I'm like, when the thoughts come and it's trying to weigh me, I will remember saying, no, I committed this into the hands of God. God gave me this instruction and it will happen. I don't know how it will happen. So I told my mom was like, hey, what do we do? Do we rent a space? We're just thinking what to do. As if that was not enough. Like a day, okay, on the 24th, I was supposed to go home on the 23rd. Like, we're closed. But we had pending orders that needed to be sorted out. So I stayed in work till 24th. So I left work like 24th afternoon. So I was in the vehicle going home on the 24th afternoon. The traffic and everything, I was just weak and tired, and I was still looking at the account details. Like, we hadn't gotten to 500k. I hadn't gotten the rice. I hadn't gotten some things. I kept posting. I will post, all right, I'm super excited, can't wait, hey, this, that, And I think the other sisters community, which is, I don't even know. I know it's Christmas, so many of them were already planning, like, they were planning for Christmas, obviously, so they could not bring in too much. I understand though, because this is Christmas period now, you send money home, you buy clothes for your siblings, I understand the festive period. So the community too were unable to come up with a law. So the leader called and was like, let's trust God on this. So, we trust God, it will happen. Don't worry, we are working on it, don't worry. I'm like, okay. So it was like all the channels I had put my faith in, like my hope, not like faith, but I hope that, okay, at least 100k will come from me, at least 50k will come. I didn't see anything. Like, I didn't receive anything. So I was in the vehicle coming home, and my mom called. At first, she called that morning. She said, Ekom, because that's my native name, Ekom from Akwa Ibom State. So she was like, are you sure you want to do this thing tomorrow? We've not gotten this, we've not gotten that, we've not gotten that. I'm like, yes, we are doing it. I'm coming. No, don't worry, I'm coming. When I come, we'll get the things. Maybe just to buy things now, no problem, we'll get it. I never told my mom that we didn't have the money. I never said that, and I'm happy I never did. So she trusted that, okay, she did call me money. So, but she was expecting that I could have just sent the money for her to buy. I said, no. Like, I want to see the things we'll buy. Don't worry, I'm coming. I'm like, God, all these things I'm saying is by faith, oh. It's by faith, oh. Because that's one thing my pastor, Reverend B.C. Fulani, always says. Faith is our currency. So everything we move by faith. So everything I was like, God, everything I'm saying now is by faith. So I was staying in the vehicle and my mom now called me and said, the guy that was supposed to bring the children, that popular Hausa guy. So there was like a misconception, I don't know, that somebody told, a misconception shared that information got to him that nothing is going to happen, like the outreach is not going to happen. So it's actually a misconception, which I don't even want to go in details. Do you understand? So what she was trying to say was that the guy already went to tell their parents that nothing is happening. So it has been cancelled from their end. I'm like, what? I don't understand. What do you mean it has been cancelled? So my mom called and was like, okay, there's now a change of location. We are not using that place we wanted to use. Now we'll do it in our house. The guy was like, Shebi, he heard that the thing is not happening again. And he has called their parents and he has told them that it's not happening. So he cannot go back now to start informing them that it will happen. That no, he can't. He can't do that anymore. So I'm like, wait, mommy, is it that? So what you're trying to tell me now is that the Hausa children that we want to feed will not be around. She said, that's how she's seeing it too, because he said he cannot go back again to look as if it's not serious. That you already came, told us there'll be something. Later you went back again and said it has been cancelled. Now you want to go back again. You get that kind of thing. So he said, he cannot do it. He's sorry. Hey, she said that I was in the vehicle and tears just came down my eyes. And I'm like, God, in the vehicle I was like, God, please come through for us. That was what I said. So got home, the little money I had with me, some people were still sending 1K, 2K. I was still seeing the 2K, 1K, it was still coming in. So with the money I had, I bought some things when I was coming, So when I know that my mom was expecting to see a big bag or something. When she said, this will just come with one small. She's like, welcome, so how far now, what do we do? I said, we use the house now. We're like, but the parlor is not too big, So I'm like, don't worry, we'll take out all the chairs, we'll rent white chairs and try to fit it in. And I just kept saying, Mom, like, okay, no problem. Honestly, shout out to my mom. I didn't even tell her that there was no money, but she stood by me. My mom supported. She was like, okay, no problem, we'll take it out, So concerning the children, my mom immediately went into the street, started looking for Hausa children, called her friends. Do you know Hausa? No, my mom did. She was like, don't worry, it will happen, don't worry. So on the 24th, I think the sisters community, they sent what they could gather. They sent, and honestly, I sincerely appreciated it. But still, everything was not still enough. Do you understand? So I really appreciated it, but it was still not enough, But I just told the girl that, we are trusting God. I don't think I went deep to tell her that there's no money. But I just said, we are trusting God, it will happen. She was like, don't worry, we trust God for this, it will happen. And God has said, God even spoke to her, to partner with us that, don't worry, she'll just calming me that, don't worry, everything will work out, don't worry. We trust God on this. He has done something like this before. So is it now that he will fail us? You understand? I'm like, okay, yes. So on the 24th, we hadn't gotten the rice. We hadn't gotten some things. 25th came. We were still not sure we were going to use the house. And I knew it was, it was to start around 12. And around in the morning, my mom woke me. Give me money. Let me go to the market and buy the things. I said, no, don't worry. I'll go by myself. There's someone I know. I want to buy from that person. Money hadn't entered. I think what was left with me that money was either 45,000. Though we had gotten some things, though. I'm not saying we had not gotten all that. We had gotten some things like the toothpaste, the toothbrush, the drinks, the packs of drinks. We had 72 pieces of drink. We had gotten the drinks. But like rice, the other things we wanted to share, couldn't. Like, I hadn't gotten it. So I now stepped out. So I told my mom, I'm going to go and get it. And she was like, okay. Because she was not thinking that she really want to go to the market to buy, or we'll go together. So I'm like, I want to go and buy it. I walked with, I stepped out with nada. Okay, even the 45,000 that I said I was with, I now use it to pay for. I use it to pay for something else that I would use. So the money finished. Like, I stepped out with nothing in my account. Even the transport to take me to the market, I didn't have it. So I think that was around 11. Was it 11? No, 10:30 or something. I'm like, God, this thing started around 12. So I stepped out. I just said, I'm going to the market. I want to go and buy the remaining things. I'm coming. So at that moment, we just agreed that, you know what, we won't share cooked food. We'll share raw rice, tomato, Maggi. There was semo. You understand? There was drink. There was biscuit. There was sweet. You understand? So I'm like, we'll not do cooked food, but we'll share, like, because time had come, like, we'll share the raw food. Do you understand? I know. So I think that was, I was like, okay, that will be okay. And at least they will have rice to cook. There will be tomato. There will be Maggi. There will be, what else? Drink, biscuits, semovita, and all. So I'm like, that's what we'll do. And all. So I got to the market junction and I stood there. I just said, God, if you don't show up for me now, I will go back, call everybody and say it has been cancelled. And everybody that supported, I will tell them to send their account number and I'll refund their money back. That was what I said. So I said, God, because I didn't just say I want to do it. You gave an instruction that I should do it. And I'm following your instruction. Why all this? That was what I said at the junction. As I said it, my mind just went to one of my friends. I said, call that person. So I called out my friend. I'm like, Alpha, that project I told you about is today. Was like, oh my God, wow, oh really? What would you? How would you want me to? I was just like, because the person my close friend. So I'm like, I need money. I need to get it. Like, how much do you need? Like, how much? Do many things left? How much do you need? I didn't want to call too much. Imagine. So I just called a particular amount, and the person said, okay, I'll send it. I'm like, God bless you. God bless you. As I was talking, the money came in. Okay, the money came in. As it came in, I saw my balance that the person sent a particular amount. But when I checked my balance was like times 2 what the person sent. So I'm like, I didn't have money before. Where did this one come from? So I had to call the person back again that, sorry, did you add extra? Like, and the receipt, I didn't receive any other receipt for previous money coming in, for any money coming in before. And what I'm seeing here is a lot. And the person was like, I just sent that amount I sent. I said, okay. It was like, maybe God touched someone else. So basically, there was a money I was expecting that was mine, actually. That was supposed to come in before then. I didn't come. Gosh, I did it. The money came, like, right on time. I just called down my other friend and say, God, don't do it, money don't call me. Like, now with pride, with a buga enter market. Like, I'm like, okay. I got cartons of tomatoes, got cartons of Maggi, I got the carton of biscuits. What else again? I got the rice. Like, this time around, how much is it? The bag that even carried me, I gifted him money. I was happy. I'm like, hey, God. So now we got everything. I rushed home. I already told like 2 of my friends to come and assist me. So they came, we started packing. And though my friend understood a little, but now me no. You don't understand. Like, now me no, waiting God. You know some things that you share in bits to some people. You understand? But now you know waiting God do. You understand? So in a way, she was like, God, thank you. Oh, God, you came through. I just felt that this girl didn't understand, like, the depth. You don't get. Because to an extent, she expected that she was thinking that I had some. She didn't know that there was nothing. So now me know waiting God do. Right? So, yeah. So we packed. We were happy. We packed. We started taking videos. Now we packed. It was time, 12 o'clock. We didn't see children. So my mommy now said, don't worry. My mommy now went back to the place she went. She called me. She said, hey, the Hausa children she was able to get, they are like, is it 10? I said, After all the stress we went through to get this thing, you're telling me we have 13. So she was like, okay, go to this other place. She called one of her friends, I should go there. She also told that her friend that the woman said they have Hausa children. So all and all, we delayed, didn't happen around 12. Because I now had to go there. That was my past one. I went to the woman's place. So my mom called me, Alpha. I said, well, because when I got there, the woman said, they've gone. That, these people, they are not patient. That some of them, they're not even plenty, but some of them came and they don't know the address. So they're waiting for us to come pick them. So when they waited for like some minute, I think an hour, they didn't see anybody, so they left. So when I got there, I didn't see anybody. My mommy called and said, hey, come, Alpha. I said, Mommy, there's nobody here. My mom said, okay, I've been able to get 13. My other friend was like, you know what, girl, come. Let's work with what we have. She be 13 children, 13, 1 and 3, come. We'll work what we have. I said, don't worry, I'm coming. So that my mom was not like, but there is this house, Fulani children and then food there. But the thing be say, the woman, she doesn't know you, so they might not allow the children go, because that is like quarters for Hausa children. So they don't just release those children. You cannot, they might not allow you. I'm like, in my mind, I say, it's not the same children that you're allowed to go and beg on the street. But still, I'm like, I understand. They're still trying to be protective now over their children. So she was like, well, you can go and try. I said, go with my son. Maybe if they see my son, they will allow. So I went there. In my heart, I'm like, Holy Spirit, just touch their hearts. Because I cannot make provisions for 50 children and I have just 13. Do I want to eat the things there? Oh, no. So I got there and I'm like, hi, Merry Christmas. Thank you. The rest couldn't speak in English, so there was just one woman that understood English. So I told her that, I have a little outreach for the Hausa children. Do you mind me going on children? She was like, The other ones came. She told them, they were like, no, that they don't know me. Oh, no. Hey. I think I saw like just 6 Hausa children in the compound. Like, even if I carry these 6 and join with the 13, it's still something. So they were like, no, they didn't allow. I'm like, she said she doesn't know me, she doesn't see me, she has not seen me in this street before. So I'm like, then one of our children now look at the boy. The children say, he spoke in Hausa that they know this boy. In Hausa that they know this boy. They're pointing at him like, they know him now. The woman was not like in Hausa telling the girl that you know him. He say yes. Say, I say, but they will follow too. I say no problem. Did I don't know, did I mention that we rented chairs too? So we rented chairs and set it in the house. So she was like, they will follow. I say yes. In my mind, I was thinking that it was just the 6 children. She entered and came out. Oh boy, see the children coming out. I was happy. Hey God, I was so happy that, oh God, thank you. So they were, some of them, they were not wearing slippers, they were not looking. The way I hugged them, I'm like, oh, I was so happy. So quickly I booked keke. I just went and looked for keke. Oh yeah, come. I called some of them to come. They come, all of us, we entered different keke. And my friend was already calling me, have fun now, it's almost 2, come now, that these ones that are here are saying they want to be going. I say, going where? Where then wait, we are coming. So that was how we got home. We got to the house, we came in, and by the time I even got there, more children had come. So we now even had excess. Like we planned for 50, but we had like 62 to 68 all together. So, we had fun. And like when I entered inside, I almost cried, because I'm like, how did we move from 13 to this? So now we're thinking, hey, this thing has to go round though. Now it's not about the children again, it's about the king going round. So we had fun, we played games. I think I'll be sharing some of the videos. I think I will share a video of how it was, how scanty the place was, and how, later on people came and how filled up the whole place was. I will show you. I will attach the videos here. So yeah, we played games. The Hausa children, they came, they played the games. I made sure, because they were just sitting down, So I brought them out, come and play games so that they will feel comfortable. So she played, she won, she won some movie, she won. So they played games, we had fun. The parents were happy. I could see when it was the turn for their children to play, they would stand up and be encouraging their daughters. Like, I was happy. I was like, God, these children, they didn't really choose to be born. They didn't choose to be born in this family. Do you understand? We don't get to choose where we'll be born. I know many of us, if we were opportune to choose where we'll be born, we would choose the wealthiest people in the world to give birth to us. Sometimes when I see those children on the street begging, I'm like, this could be anybody. This could be any of us. Do you understand? They didn't say, oh God, I want to be born in a family where we beg on the street. I want to be born in a family where we don't go to school. They didn't choose that. Do you understand? They were just born and they saw that, okay, this is where we are born, and they picked up. And you see them, some of them 11 years, 12 years, they are married, they are pregnant. Do you get? You see small children. You see, oh God, there's one I remember. This broke my heart. I don't know the reflection. Let me try to move it this way. Okay, so there was something that happened. I think I have to move. Sorry. Okay, so sorry. I know let me move like this a little. Okay. So it's because of the reflection. Something happened that really touched my heart. That was in November. I said I would look for that girl and I would give her something. I went to my boss's place at Ikate, that was in Lekki. I just went out with my transport only. So I was going. And those Hausa children, they were like, I don't have anything. So, but there was one of them. She kept following. She could not speak in English. So she was following me. I told her, look at her, I said, I don't have money. I was smiling. She was smiling also. So she followed me. And I'm like, why is she following me? Then I saw her putting her hand in her, she ties one hair, she was putting her hand inside. So I thought she was trying to hide the ice cream she was holding. I was just laughing. She looked at me and she laughed. And guess what? Like this girl brought out, like the money she had hustled. Yes, that's their hustle. The money she had also, she brought it out. And she could not speak English, so she did like this, like I should take. I looked at her. She's like, I should take. I just stood there. I'm like, God. Imagine this girl now was born like in a good home where they could afford like going to school. And the girl is beautiful. Kai. I looked at her and I'm like, oh God, I don't even have. I just checked. Like the money I had left, I just gave her. Don't worry, take. She was like, She didn't look at me in her eyes like her expression, but boy, see you don't have now. Take this one. I said, don't worry, take this one. She collected it and she waved. Emotional. I'm like, oh my God. The good news I said I wanted to share. Don't worry, it's something related to this, but we are getting there. So yeah. So I was trying to say that they have good children. I look at those children and sometimes I tear up. I just get so emotional. I'm like, God, help these ones. Like help them. Imagine if they had the opportunity to go to school. Some of them will be doctors. Some of them will be teachers. Some of them will be pastors. Some of them will be, do you understand, pilots, We bless God. So in everything that happened, some things stood out for me, which I penned down here. The first one I wrote is that trust God. Let's learn to trust God. That if God has said go, even if it's not looking like what he said, keep going. Take steps of faith. Go. He will come true. He will come true. And when he comes true, he blows your mind. That's one thing about God. I wrote something here. I said, even when God has said it, and maybe people who promise, don't put your trust 100% in humans. I think I've done a video on this before. Human beings will always be human beings. Sometimes they really want to help, but if they don't have the money, they can't help. Why not trust him that sent you? Why not trust him that gave you that instruction? Okay? So one thing that stood out for me was that I should learn to trust God completely. Trust God to the point that it's not looking like it, but you are saying, God, I trust you. Do you get? So in as much as some point I was a bit worried, but I was still thankful that unlike me, my family knows that sometimes if I plan stuff and it's not going the way I planned, I'll be worried though. I'll be worried. Like you would tell when you see me that, Glory, what is it? But this one, I can say that I didn't do that. I wasn't so disturbed like I would naturally be. Do you understand? I still trusted God. I still kept saying, God, you have said it, I believe. So I'm glad I did that. And when God proved himself, it was right on time. The parents they prayed for us. They were happy. And the second thing I learned was, or is, let's be thankful. Let's be thankful. I wrote here that you feel your life is not good enough. You feel, oh, I'm not where I'm supposed to be. Oh, I don't have money to buy this. I don't have money to do this, to do that. Be thankful, because where you are today, people are praying, God, if you can take me to this level, that same level you are, that you're complaining about. Some people, your life right now is their prayer point. Like when we gave out that thing, I could see how happy they were. And in my mind, I'm like, what did we really give like that? Like, okay, semo, rice, tomato, Maggi, drink, biscuits, sweets, what else again? Like the nylon, the bag, what else? But you could see how people were happy. And I'm like, wow. So it just, like, I just said, God, thank you. Thank you. Sometimes you need to hear the stories of people. When you hear their stories, you thank God for your life. That they are wishing to have the life that you have. That same life that you're not grateful for. I'm not saying you should not hope for better, like a better life. I'm not saying you should not pray for a better life. I'm not saying you should not desire a better life. I'm not saying that. What I'm trying to say is that even where you are right now, be grateful, be thankful. Do you get? There's something I used to say when I pray. I still say it. I say, God, I thank you for where you picked me from and where I am today. That in as much as I'm not where I want to be, I am not where I used to be. That is a big testimony. You don't get? You're not where you want to be, but you are not where you used to be. And I think that is a good reason for you to be thankful. All right, so let's live a life of gratitude. Okay? Be thankful this year. All right. And yes, let me add, you wrote out 10 things to do in 2024 and you did only 2. Be thankful for the 2. In as much as you had 8 that you didn't do, be thankful for the 2. All right, and put in the work and see what God will do through you even this year. Okay, so the next one I wrote here was all things indeed works together for our good. Like when scripture says all things work together for good for they that love the Lord, you know, lie you. All things works together for good. The disappointment, the everything, at the end, it still worked out for our good. Do you get? All things works together for our good. Sometimes some things happen and we're like, oh God, why did this thing happen? Oh, you should have done this, should have done that, or I should have done that. After weeks, months, years, like in retrospect, when we think about those things, we'll just say, Father, thank you, because indeed, all things works together for our good. I think I've spoken too long. How many minutes? I would try to trim it and all. Then I wrote here that don't be carried away by the answers to your prayers, that you forget to give thanks to God. Yeah, don't be. Sometimes when we finally get what we've prayed for, we now get so carried away that we forget our source. We forget the God that did it. We are just basking in the euphoria of, oh, this. Like, after the outreach happened, I got calls, messages from people. I'm so proud of you. This is beautiful. God bless you. You know, I was just happy. Yeah. I didn't even, honest, I was saying that after the whole outreach, I'll go back and thank God and give. After the whole thing, I just rested. I'm like, you know, so Later on, I just told myself, Madam, you didn't, like the way you were going in prayers, oh God, let it happen, that just like you have said, it shall come to pass. After it happened, did you go back like that to say thank you? So, I just had to like, oh. So I went back and I said, God, I have come back to give you the thanks. I have come back to return the glory to you. I cannot share in your glory. You did it. Do you get? So when the blessings come, when the answers to the prayers we've been praying comes, don't forget your source. Don't forget. Go back and say thank you. All right. We've come to the end of this video. For those who stayed to the end, thank you so much. Thank you for sticking to this channel. To those who have been consistent, thank you for following. I know I'm growing. There are things I know I should do better. We are growing and gradually would get to that level. So I just want to say a big thank you to everyone. Please do me a favor to like this video. Do me a favor to drop a comment. Any points that resonate with you, just comment it on the comment section and subscribe to our channel or my channel. I say I've watched too much YouTube videos that I start saying our channel. Subscribe to my channel, and this year I'll be bringing out some of my friends. We'll be sharing experiences. We'll be sharing our salvation stories. And we'll be having a series on questions young people ask. Do you understand? We are young people. So we'll try to see how we can answer, or we'll give our opinion on questions young people like us ask. You need to see the questions. I started asking some young people some questions. Like, let me just hear their struggles and all. And I can't wait. All right. Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you. And if you were like me, that don't like rocking your natural hair, this is the confirmation you need to rock your natural hair. Once in a while, do weaving and carry it out. I don't know if that was needed, but yeah. Thank you so much. Till I see you in my next video. Stay blessed.